Hi. My God, my hair looks terrible. Fancy meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. I'm doing a random live because I don't have time to tape and edit a video, but I want to put something out. So here I am. It's only going to be quick little live, quick little top fails, and it's okay if I get one person watching. Hi, how are you? How have you been? What's the haps? I am still house hunting for my move. It's a bit stressful, but at least I have been talking to real estate agents and so on. So coming along. It's I've been a bit slack though because I feel like I haven't sort of processed it and like I'm not ready and I'm not doing any packing really. I've been taking stuff off the walls, which is good. Anyway, we are here to do a top fails. It is a time honored tradition in anti MLM to, yeah, see what the Huns been up to. What have they been up to? Hmm. There's so much going on. Prove It, as we know, has been bought by Herbalife. Oh, what part of it? It's in the south side. It's on the south side of Brisbane. Um, yeah, I'm really excited. I was talking to a colleague. Um, she's like a principal, but she goes around and she's like a coach for schools that need a bit of a hand. And she is, I don't know if she's still a principal or if she's like a advising or something like that. But she said, "Oh, you'll really love it there." So that's good. Yeah, so somewhere in the on the south side, which I've heard it's getting gentrified because I did live on the south side when I was over there, and there were, in the first 2 weeks I was living there, I was asleep. I'm like, someone trying to break into my car. I just heard the sounds in the back. Someone's trying to break into my car, aren't they? So I called the police because I thought someone was breaking into my car. Anyway, they come to see me at my door, and I'm like, "Yeah, thanks. Now I look like a snitch, you guys." Um, and what had happened is my neighbor liked to have a drink on a Friday night, and what he was doing was throwing all of his belongings outside of his from his inside the house to outside the house. Normal things like that. Anyway, the policeman was like just asking me general questions, and he said, "Oh, how long have you been living here?" And I said, "Oh, only like couple of weeks." And he said, "Oh yeah, oh, where'd you come from?" And I said where I came from, and he goes, "Oh, why'd you move into this neighborhood?" I was like, it's close to the train station. I've got a friend who lives nearby. And he said, just pale face, like no emotion. Don't go walking here at night, you'll get murdered. And I was like, he didn't laugh. He was serious. So I was like, welcome to Brisbane, Tish. Anyway, that's it. But I've heard that some of the neighborhoods are getting a little bit gentrified. Mm, yeah. But I'll be living alone and it's just be me and the dogs. Me and the dogs. Oh, cool. And there's a lot of people I know now in Brisbane, around the Brisbane area. We might have to have a little catch up because that'd be super fun. Um, all right. So what are we gonna do? Who are we gonna start with? I might start with what do I want? I might start with Kelsey Ray. Okay, I mean, we're only going up here if when we're going starting at Kelsey Ray. Why does it want to do that to me? All right. So terrible screenshot. Apologies. This was a reel. I just didn't download the whole reel. Um, it says, I make my own money, so I brought an RV to live and travel in full time because I understand the best investment isn't a house, it's your time. She is a genius. She's already saying, "Oh, I live and travel full time." Girl, this is just like the sourdough bread starter, the crockpot meals, unschooling. What else is she on? Oh, Airbnb, um, the coaching thing with Eric. Come on now. We know. It's just another grift. It's just another grift. She was there was a picture, another one where her and Eric were together and they were like, we don't know what's happening, but it's cool. It's like, what's going on? Why do we know? Why do we have to know? We shouldn't know. We shouldn't. You know. All right. So we're gonna check in with Bethany of Amare. She goes by Your Sober Guide because she is a recovering alcoholic. Hats off to her for getting clean. Hello, recovery. We support recovery here. However, she now uses it to sell people happy juice. And she's getting real conspiratorially. That's not a word. She's giving big Tony Van Shoy QAnon vibes. Doesn't like vaccines and so on. But she's also super Catholic at the moment, so it's kind of weird. Isn't that? All right. I hate all this. Okay, so trigger warning for mentions of mental health here and kids. Now she has two accounts. One is the Your Sober Guide account, and the other is something about Rugrats, but it's parenting, um, like parenting information sort of account, and she gets a fair bit of engagement on there, and this is what she's talking about. When did it become normal for kids to be this anxious, overstimulated, and dysregulated? Is that a word? Why are so many kids? Oops. Yes, definitely. um. All right. I hate this so much. I hate this so much. You know what, Bethany? Do you know why people didn't talk about it? Why it seems like it's just popping up? Because people used to not really consider children to be able to have mental problems. Like obviously we have, you know, what are you doing? Hey, what you doing? She's getting into something. Oh, it's going to go to the picture. I want it to go to the big picture so you can see Frida. Oh, she's gone. She's left the scene of the crime. Maybe if I do that. Oh no, you can't see anything then. Yeah, so I think that has a lot to do with people being more willing to listen to the feelings and emotions of young people, children, and acknowledging that they are valid. And Bethany, I don't know if you realize this, but there was a pandemic a couple of years ago. Children don't have the reasoning skills that we do as adults to know that, like, that they can, that, like that they may not die, or, like, it was a very serious time. And that's that's what I think we're dealing with now, as, like, teaching in my current capacity. Young people went through the pandemic, they without really being able to process the emotions of being that scared. It's never happened before. It's not anything that we've ever had to experience. And, we were really lucky in Australia. I had 1 week off of school, of working from home. I was at work every other time. Yes, the kids stayed home for around about a term, but I didn't, like, because I'm an essential worker. But anyway, I think that that's part of it. We've also got, like, you know, uh, kids can have PTSD and CPTSD, PTSD. Uh, there can be anxiety to do with any number of anything like autism or uh, ADHD. Like, there are so many reasons that this could happen. And it's not about being normal or abnormal. It's just, it is what it is. And mm, she sucks. And she puts herself out there as a counselor. Oh, like, she's an addiction counselor and a mental health practitioner. She's got certificates, and myself and Val from the Clown Town, we sent information to, she works out of Washington. We sent them to the Washington Medical Board, and they said, no, it's okay. So, yeah. So this is her post. Why are so many kids struggling with mental health? The controversial truth no one wants to admit. The rise in kids' mental health issues isn't random. No, it's not, because we are able to diagnose it more now, and people listen to children. Increased ADHD, anxiety, depression, and emotional dysregulation in kids didn't just happen. So why are we acting like this is just the new normal? I don't think anyone is. I think that she's an idiot. And also, I know for a fact that my depression started when I was a teenager. But did I have the language or the knowledge to name it as such? No. So it's always been there. So why are we acting like this is just the new normal? Because no one wants to admit that we've changed the way kids live, but expect their brains to stay the same. She has no fucking idea what she's talking about. Okay, I'm going to go to the bigger versions of these because I do have them. So I'm not like, is that it? I think I just read that one. Oh, shit. I don't know if I've got these in order. Hang on. Okay, Red Crosses is next. Sorry, I'm just trying to match it up. Jesus. Oh, yeah, that is new. Okay. If we don't change the inputs, we can't expect different outputs. When kids' brains are overloaded with dopamine from screens, malnourished from artificial food. Bethany, what's artificial food? Who's eating artificial food? Because artificial means fake. It's not real food. I think you'll find that even though it's full of preservatives or sugar or carbs or whatever you hate, red dye number 5 or whatever fuck it is, it's still food and it still nourishes people. Do you know what does malnourish people? Optavia. You know, just as an example. They're stressed by an environment that doesn't allow for free play. I don't know that is like the outcome. I absolutely 100% think that kids need play in their education. And how do I know that? Because I'm a drama teacher, and when it I had a really, really challenging class a couple of years ago, right? And I was away one day and they played a game, but they played it differently to how I asked them to play it. So that it's called Bus Stop, and basically it's an improvisation game. You go up to the bus stop, there's one person sitting there, and you need to talk to each other, and you need to try and make the other person laugh. And when the other person laughs, they're out, and then you get a new person, right? Anyway, I left that as an activity when I was away one day, and they played it as if they were all getting on a bus, and they all pretended to be on the bus. And then the bus driver kicked them off, and then there was a fight, and and they showed me all this the next time they I was there, and they said, "Can we please play the bus game?" And I'm like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And they showed me, and I'm like, "That's not really like what we're doing." But and it made me realize they like playing. They were just playing. They just wanted to play bus. And then the boys would play barber. They would pretend to go to the barbers and like cut hair. And that's what made me realize, oh, they really miss playing. They really like to play, like even this year, the same bunch of kids who I'm teaching in, like now they're older, they're playing cops and robbers, they still like to play. So fair point, but I don't know that that's causing stress. Anyway, disconnected from real relationships. How do you know that, Bethany? You're around your kids 24/7. How do you know that? We shouldn't be shocked when they struggle with focus, regulation, and emotions. Shouldn't we? Fucking, she is such an expert. That is definitely not the next one. Harsh truth, kids don't have a mental health crisis. They have a lifestyle crisis. This one goes out to Bethany. Fuck all the way off with that noise. Thank you. If we're seeing more anxiety, emotional dysregulation, hyperactivity and focus issues, meltdown and sensory overload, depression and social withdrawal, we need to ask what changed. Because their brains didn't evolve overnight, their environment did. No, it didn't. These problems have always existed, Bethany. Oh, she's such an idiot. And she's saying this with like her full chest. I'm the expert. Here's my qualifications. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to work out which one is next. I'm going to go to this one. This might be slightly out of order, but we get the point. What's actually causing kids' mental health issues? Dopamine overload from screen and social media, shortened attention span, and emotional instability. Bethany, your children are young. Are they on social media? because I don't think you know what the fuck you're talking about. Ultra processed foods and dyes disrupt gut health, which regulates mood and focus. Oh, is this going to connect to selling a product that's going to improve gut health? Because I think it might be. Lack of outdoor play and movement. Movement regulates emotions and helps with sensory processing. Does it? Overstimulation and poor sleep. Nervous system never gets a chance to rest. I agree. Most of my students don't get enough sleep. I agree on that one. Except that is a problem with teenagers, but I don't know that it's causing mental health issues. Disconnection from real life relationships. Kids need in-person social interaction, not just virtual connections. Again, who are you talking about? This sounds like she's directly targeting like teenagers and the parents, she's trying to suck people in because what's she got at the end of this? A product to sell you. Yet instead of addressing the root, we slap on the labels, meds and therapy while keeping kids in the same dysregulating environments. I wish I had had antidepressants at the age of 16 when I was depressed. I wish. I think my whole high school journey would have been different. I would have probably tried harder, like it was very difficult. And therapy, you're shitting on therapy? That's what it sounds like? Like, fuck her. And also, like, meds work and can work. My pharmaceuticals, where are you? Where's my lovely medication? I'll try to do it without doxing myself. Here it is. Prestige. I love you. Love my Prestige. It's life-saving. Okay. Next. Oh, which one is next? I think this one's next. Oh no, I did that one already. Okay. Ready? Supporting kids' mental health means changing their environment, reducing screen exposure, protect dopamine regulation, improve attention spans, prioritize whole foods, less processed junk, more gut-brain support. Oh, is the gut-brain support connected to a product you're going to sell, Bethany? Because I think it is. And also, it's classist to say that people should get whole foods, okay? I don't think Bethany would really recognize what a food desert is, okay? Sometimes the only food that's available at the price that people can afford is processed. Is it bad that's all they can eat? No. Shut the fuck up. Stop telling people what to do because it's not your fucking business, for starters, okay? And food is not good or bad. It has no moral value. Food is energy, Yeah. Encourage also, in Happy Juice, it's a proprietary blend. You don't really know what's in it. So like who's to say? Your products are good. They're processed, aren't they? Just a thought. Encourage outdoor play and movement. Regulation starts with the body, not just the brain. Create real social connections. Kids need face-to-face interactions. Yeah, they sure do. So, homeschooling, is that what you want to do, Bethany? No, I think her son, her oldest goes to a Catholic school and she's really all up in their business and probably trying to sell them Amare because she has no ethics and morals. Focus on nervous system health. You know what else they could do? Therapy. Therapy, Bethany. All right, we're warming up. We're getting to where she's headed. So she's got this, big spiel about it. And it goes to. I skipped a few, but this is the last one. You get the point. You get the point. Want tools to support your child's nervous system naturally? Drop KNS for my free nervous system guide. Drop Empower 25 for the gut protocol that helps kids with focus, mood, and emotional regulation. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? At the end of this, there's a fucking pitch. This is for you to sell your fucking network marketing shitty happy juice. Seriously, she's despicable. Absolutely despicable, in my opinion. All right, let's move on from her. She's infuriating. Um, hmm. Let's go to this one's a bit funny. This one's a bit funny, everybody. Um, so the life wave. I have to get a bit closer because I went to see if my glasses were ready, and they were not. Okay. In the LifeWave group, LifeWave X39 LifeWave brand partners for brand partners, moderators or anyone else that can allow people into this group, please do your diligence before letting just anyone in. That's true. They should do that because I'm in that group. And I sure am not using LifeWave patches. Someone is letting in a lot of spam or scammers. The irony. Someone's letting in scammers. The call is coming from inside the house. Linda, I don't know who posted this. John. Okay. The call is coming from inside the house, John. Also, members of this group, if you are inviting ones to this group, please ask them to fill out the questions. It's very simple, takes a second. And so someone's selling this merch that's safe, that's fake, I think. Love this mug. Say yes if you want one. Yes, please. Yes, please. I think it's fake. I think it's all fake. Counterfeit. Counterfeit. Fucking LifeWave patch merch. Good work. Good work, John. He's doing it for the family. Hey! Sorry, the dogs. Something happened with the dogs then. Hey! Oh my god, I had a heart attack because Wilbur is still not friends with Nervy, but Wilbur is in the crate, and I was stressing out. He was out one day. I mustn't have closed it properly. All right, anyway, he at the Life Wave. All right, let's go to another. This is another Amare person and an ex Prove It rep, Megan George. Okay. So, can I make this bigger? Let me have a look. Oh, I can make it bigger. Hang on. No, that's not what I want either. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. I am so over dieting. If you've been here for a while, you know that I'm on a mission to be a fit mom. I'm talking arm muscles, running the neighborhood, lifting weights, and coaching the soccer team type mom. Okay. However, I quit keto. I hated it. Were you on keto though, Megan George, or were you drinking ketones? I don't want to track macros. Weighing my food is not an option. I don't have time. I want to eat fruit and not feel guilty about it. Isn't that ridiculous in the keto diet? Any diet that tells you that you shouldn't eat fruit, it's dumb. I literally want to eat healthy and focus on what's good for my body. Well, I think I found it. I'm going to try this new nutrition program I got my hands on this month, March 10th to be exact. I'm doing a 21-day reset to focus on cutting out the foods that cause inflammation. How do you know you've got inflammation, Megan? Have you had some blood tests? Hmm? How do you know that that's going to cure your inflammation? Then I'll slowly add them back in and see what's good for me and what's not. I'm super stoked for this cause of how easy it is to follow and the results I have seen and heard from it. I really want to share daily what I'm eating, meals I'm making, and how it's going. So if you're here for it, drop. I don't know what that. I can't see it. It's too small. Below. Drop something below. March 10th is the date. This mama starts. Catch me this summer looking like a snack and able to run a 5K. Cool. Now, a lot of the Prove It people who went to other places were saying things like, "Oh, I'm so sick of dieting." What's this? What's this thing that you're doing, Megan? What is it? Kind of seems like it's a diet. Also, she's in this mirror here, and we can't really see it, but she she's got like her little name tag on, and it says like Amare. So that's definitely involved there. Mm. Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for the fit moms, or are you selling just like Bethany? Although Bethany's way of doing it a lot shittier, in my opinion. Yeah, there's a product at the end of this. Mm, yeah, isn't it great? It's great. Okay, we've got what is that one? Oh, it's Kristen White. Oh, I forgot her. Okay, this is a quick one. Hey, Lisa, how you going? Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you caught me. Lisa is a member. Thank you for being a member, Lisa. And she's always in the comments. Love your work. All right. Just doing FYI, if you're just here, I am moving and I don't have time to put out like a edited video, so I'm just doing a quick 34 minutes. Yeah, right, Tish. Quick top fails as my video for today. So in Australia here, we had a big cyclone, which is a tornado. No, not a tornado, a hurricane. Sorry. So it's like a hurricane. And the cyclone was called Alfred. Okay. And he started out in the Cook Islands, like far north Queensland, made his way down to Brisbane, around Brisbane area. It was pretty. People thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was actually. So there were people with sandbags, and school was cancelled down there. So it was pretty hairy. But this lady from the Wild Soul Lifestyle Collective. Anyone want to guess what MLM she's in? Anyone? Anyone want to guess what? If you're in the chat, let me know. What MLM is she in? Paid 5 figures during Cyclone Alfred. Energy while baking. That doesn't even make sense. Mish. paid 5 figures during the Cyclone Alfred energy emergency. Is that maybe like a typo? While baking and playing Monopoly. If that's not freedom, I don't know what is. Oh, a cyclone that could have ruined people's lives and then, flood. Oh, their house is just hilarious time. Have a great time during the cyclone, guys. She's in a magic. You knew. I know there's people out there going, oh, yeah. I think for me, it gives it away. Freedom is, they always mention freedom, but also just being like obnoxious about what they do. Yeah. Um, I've got one more. Done that one. One more image, and then I got a video to finish. Okay. All right. This is Kristen Wyatt, who I'm a little bit hyper focused on Kristen Wyatt. She's been interested in her since she was in Q Sciences. She was the first training I saw her. She was telling people how to edify your leader, which is, they use the term edify incorrectly, but it means to stroke the ego of the leader. And yeah, she's really like arrogant, but portrays herself as like just the sweetest person ever. And she left Q Sciences when they were sort of going, just before the merger that never was between them and Awaken. Then she went to Soul People. Oh, she did MRR for a while. And she went to Soul People and created it all, and then left a month later after she cashed in as much as she could, and then went to Bellamy. And I think she'd always planned to do Bellamy. I think Kristen White may be watching Julie Joe's channel, because, and someone else. I think You've Reached Melanie, or someone else did another video about MLMs dying, and it was Julie Joe and someone else. If you know, let me know. Okay, so Kristen says, yeah, I thought MLM was dying too. Oops, turns out the industry isn't dying at all. Turns out it's actually doing what I have been hoping for years. Purging and pivoting. She's so pretentious. You know how I know? I am really pretentious. I can spot my own. So many OGs returning, so many people feeling hope again, and a fresh wave of people who don't know the door-to-door side of MLM, ready to make some serious money. Oh, yeah? How many of them are ready to make? Is it 1%? Because that's how many of them can succeed. I can feel it in the air, and I couldn't be more excited. Who are you trying to convince here, Kristen? um, Here's a few things to look for if you're considering jumping back in. Free enrollment. Yes, I said what I said. If you can't enroll paying $0 and then sell the company's products and immediately get paid, the company hasn't evolved yet. Melissa Collins. No Melissa Collins in the wild this week, I'm afraid. I always manage to find her when I'm just randomly like on another account. Melissa Collins says if there is a free sign up, she signs up just to have a look at what they've got to offer. Massive commissions, trips, incentives, and programs for people who do not want to build a team. That's not Bellamy, though, Kristen. That's not Bellamy. Be cautious of overpromising. If a leader overpromising, like saying that you can earn money when you don't have a team. If a leader is promising that you'll hold their hand every step, walk you through the system line by line, and be your bestie, run. Trust me, I used to have an hour-long onboarding for each person and fly to their city to launch them. You don't want that, because that means they have hella outdated strategies. She didn't do that. She didn't do an onboarding system. No way. They had like no fucking way. She was too big for that. She was number 2 or 3 at fucking Q Sciences. Speaking out, and also, I think she has said that she would be there for the person every step of the way. You know. Speaking out of the other side of my mouth now, if someone was promising 100% automation and easy peasy onboarding and apps and tech galore, also run. Why? Oh, Tony Van Shoy. Tony Van Shoy. Paging Tony Van Shoy. That's what she's doing at the moment. Jeez. And they're, what, $100 million company in the first. Because that means they haven't figured out how to navigate the gray area yet. The only 2 options in MLM are not belly to belly or automation, and you never leave your house. There's somewhere in the middle that works long term. Please make sure the company and the leader you partner with knows the difference. Usually I like to get her how much her engagement is, because she always talks about how like her reels are getting so many views, blah blah blah, and the engagement is shit. Want to chat more? DM me and I'll tell you the things to watch out for. The 38 companies I personally visited and met the owners of, and why I landed where I did. Damn. That's crazy that she met with 38 different owners. And she knew she was going to go to Bellamy, but she just wanted to fuck over soul people first. The other thing that Kristen is very famous for is bridge contracts. When there was a bunch of It Works leaders who came over to Q Sciences, and there was bridge contracts involved for the top leaders, not for their teams. And she said, yeah, we offer those. Yep, we do that. She spilled it all. So be careful when she says, be cautious of over-promising if a leader is promising you money like a bridge contract. Yeah, you should be careful of that. You ready to start contributing to your family financially and being a part of this MLM 2.0 revelation? Comment Omni and I will send you the deets. She's pathetic. Okay, last one. We got a little bit of Optavia. They have not been posting as much to their group training page. Maybe they worked out that we were just, because it's open to anyone. Maybe they worked out that we were getting all their content from there. So Doug and the family, okay, Doug and the family. Local video. Okay. They are in somewhere in Africa. I don't know where in Kenya. I will check. Hang on. I think it might be Kenya. Being white saviors. Oh, these wonderful people. Doug and Tia Wood and the people from Valor Global. Okay, I'm going to press. This is the dance of the. Okay, sorry. I probably am going to mute that because I'll get stung by the copyright people. Okay, so Doug and the family are in, let me double check, Kenya. Yeah, okay. So they are in Kenya on a trip for Valor Global, which is his school. And Doug and Tia are Trump supporters. In fact, when the inauguration inauguration happened, Doug popped up this picture. Have I got that somewhere? Of he and Tia at Mar-a-Lago. But it wasn't even from when he was like it was from like ages before that. uh, it's so funny. Oh, I might show you that picture first too. Oh, I got a few of Doug that I haven't. Oh, maybe I'll do. Oh, okay. Okay, hang on. Okay, yeah. So anyway, he popped up this freaking picture at Mar-a-Lago and like making it look like he was there then, and it was like, no, we went ages ago. I just, want to celebrate. And Doug, do you realize it's like full of white supremacists? The administration, um, Stephen Miller, who it was a key figure in the bombing of the Houthis, and there's a massive scandal at the moment because those idiots added a journalist to a private chat about bombing the Houthis. And they're blaming the journalist when it was like one of their people who added a fucking random journalist to a chat about illegally bombing the Houthis because they're not. No one started it like America started it. Anyway, yeah, they're what, and Stephen Miller is one of the key advisors to Trump. He was Trump's voice in that chat. He was saying, yes, Trump wants this. Let's go. We're bombing them. Major white supremacist. He is he's baby Goebbels. He is like the Goebbels to Hitler. He absolutely is a propagandist. He's a white supremacist, white nationalist. Yeah. And the whole, like everybody who's in that, even the Latino and the black people, it's all on sitting on a nice little thing of Christian nationalism, patriarchy, and white supremacy. It's all sitting on it, and capitalism, sorry. Magic. And so Doug here, what is he going to do? He's going to save the black people in Kenya. What's he going to save them with? Religion, of course. Okay, let's have a look. I did my best to black out, to pixelate these people who there are a lot of children in this video, and they can't consent to their image being used for this. So let's watch it. Here we go. We got some dancing. Got some drumming. Oh, look, we're painting. Oh, look, I'm working out. Giraffes. Oh, look, Doug can paint. Oh, look at us handing out stuff. Oh, look at us all shaking hands with Tia. Lions. Children. That's Doug's daughter, one of them. Oh, look, so much dancing. Oh, look. The sun. Oh, the Bible. Oh, look at that. That's Doug's son. Oh, Tia's painting as well. That's so good. Aren't they the best? Sorry, I don't know if this is playing well for you, but it's not playing well for me. It's like paused. What's happening? It's like jumpy. I apologize. Go, play, you dumb thing. It's just him at the end. Yeah, just him posing at the end. Okay, yeah, that was really gross. So if you have a look, this to me, there were 2 frames that were a little bit disturbing to me. And maybe three. This where they're shaking, they're touching hands. Look at us. We're touching the hands of the pretty white lady. We're meeting her. She's special. She's pretty white. Pretty and white. The other bit that was concerning to me, everybody's always dancing too. It's like, look at us, we're so joyful because we're so happy. Yep, that's concerning to me. Good News Bible. Do you know what's good news? Getting the fuck out of the country. Getting you out of there. Do you know why? You should give money to their organizations, right? Without the proviso of, oh, you have to worship my God. All right? That's what they need. You to get the fuck out. Now, people might criticize me for saying, oh, yeah, Lisa, can we talk about Hillary's emails? Can we talk about Hillary's emails and how like that was like so major, so major? It's disingenuous to act like they're helping people isn't contingent on conversion to Christianity. Yep. Also, probably a bad take. No, I don't think it's a bad take, honestly. Yep. Christian nationalism, white supremacy aren't the same thing. Yeah. They have the same outcome, you know? And there's so many things that are in common with them, like, especially like the male, white male are the, premium person. They are the head of that, like, predator table. Yeah. So it's, like people might say, oh, but they're doing good there and maybe like they're helping people. Blah, 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 blah. No. Like I said, there are agencies within the in these countries, and they think these countries are like aren't developed and so on. Like, yeah, they're not as developed as like other countries. True. But they're not like in all living in, like grass huts. I think a lot of people think that that's what it is. It's like, no, it's not. Look at us. We're painting. Oh, I missed the guy. There's one guy who's like, where is he? Yeah, that guy. Tell me, because I saw another picture on. This is all I got from Doug's thing because I was like, oh, can't be fucked, like blurring everybody's faces. But there is another picture of people working out on his what's it called Facebook. So is Doug going to use this for Optavia? I bet he is. I bet he is. Look at them, they're working out. Even though they're poor and black and they're in Africa, oh, we can working out is such a good like thing to bring people together. Blah, 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 blah. Like, tell me it isn't going to be a major ego boost for Doug Wood. Is Doug Wood humble? No. This is him being absolute God complex because he's the one who's at the head of Valor Global, the school. They went there for a school trip. I don't know if I said that at the beginning, for his school. So the other thing that I would like to look into, so we know that the dear leader, yeah, that's good. Hello, William. You're up late, William. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get off very soon and go to bed. Um, I need to have a shower first. Yeah. Trump has said that the Department of Education is gone, right? And then, so it goes back to the states. I don't know what, the people that they're burning the most in this is red states is crazy. Like, I don't understand how that man can be so cruel to his supporters and they love him no matter what. It's just like they are at the end of so much of his cruelty. Yeah, and getting rid of the Department of Education is a part of that. And what has replaced it in a lot of places, and it started after Hurricane Katrina. They tried out this, like, it's called disaster capitalism, and it's going to happen in Los Angeles as well after the fires, where people buy up and they start to sort of like take advantage of what's there because of a disaster that's happening. And that's where the voucher system was created. And the voucher system is, here you can have a choice of where you send your kids to. Here's the voucher. So then you can send them to a private school if you want. But guess what? Everybody gets the vouchers, even people who can afford to send their kids to private schools. But it is a way of privatizing education completely. And so many towns, small towns, the school is the thing that brings community together. The football team, the bake sale, all of those things bring it together. And shutting that down is not only what Demi said here, so that they aren't as educated, but also to pit people against each other because they're not building community anymore in those ways. And that's what they're depending on. They're depending on everybody turning on each other. And that's where we just have to say, no, we believe in the goodness of people. And even though the MAGA people have been cruel and they have been racist and they have been sexist and they have been so many things, we have to be able to make space for them back into the resistance, because we need to stay together, and the real enemy is the 1% at the top. So, yeah, I would like to look into Doug's school, is where I was going with that one, because how many vouchers does he get? How many vouchers does he get, hey? I think so too. And, I know that they have done more, like, so quickly, but they are so incompetent. How do you add? How do you add a random journalist to a chat about a bombing, you fucking idiots? And then the White House confirmed it, right? Yes, it was the chat. And Hegseth's gone, oh no, that's not right. No one will answer a question. And Fox is lying. Fox said that he breached it, but also said it's not that serious. Not that serious. And then Tulsi said there's nothing that's classified on the chat, and because they're already looking into it, having hearings about it, and so the person who was asking the question was like, well, then release the chat. If it's not classified, release the chat. And they're not going to do that anyway. Plot thickens. It's a shit show, and we're going to get shit. They shot the bed. Yeah. I don't want to lie in the shit particularly, but some people deserve to. All right. I'm going to leave it there with the our white savior, Doug Wood, Tia Wood. Didn't you like when they were painting? They're so good. Oh my god. All right. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having a chat. Uh, I'll probably go live a couple more times next week. I'm just, like I said, I'm busy packing and so on, and trying to get a house, and I will probably just be doing lives. Just a quick live here and there. This is supposed to be quick. It was freaking an hour. Although, come on, that's how long my videos are anyway. All right. Check out my other videos. We've got the Grody, and um The Danielle Baker one, who was the bomb party lady. Yeah. I think I need to do, or hopefully Kelsey Ray does something about the Herbalife thing, but we'll see. All right, thanks everybody. I will catch you next time. All right, bye now.